Welcome to Mocktail Hour, everyone. Hi there, I'm Megan Klein. I'm the founder and CEO of Little Saints, and I am really excited to have a mocktail with you tonight and tell you about the fun, joyful world of non-alcoholic drinks, such as Little Saints. So what is a mocktail? A mocktail is a drink that tastes like a cocktail, or has some association with a cocktail, but does not have alcohol in it. There are many different kinds of mocktails. You see them in restaurant menus, and you also see them in the past couple years, drink companies like Little Saints have created canned mocktails that have everything in them all at once. So all you have to do is take the can and pour it into your cup and drink it and have a cocktail experience. So before we get started, the non-alcoholic drinks industry has grown 400% over the past few years. And COVID was a big reason for that. A lot of us, including myself, who drank alcohol, realized how much we were drinking during the pandemic and, had different reasons for realizing that maybe it wasn't serving our health goals as well as it could have. And so there's a whole industry of non-alcoholic drinks, which includes Little Saints, that are meant to be cocktail replacements. And unlike a LaCroix, which we are used to drinking at any time of the day, mocktails and non-alcoholic drinks are really meant to substitute. We're really meant to substitute them in scenarios when we would drink alcohol. So for me, that's having friends over at night, going to meet people at a bar or a restaurant, going out dancing, and simply if I've had a stressful day at work or I just want to wind down, I'm really happy to have a Little Saints mocktail. So you may be able to see this here, but Little Saints comes in 4 cocktail flavors, which are also my favorite ones. So we have a Negroni Spritz, a Paloma, a Ginger Mule, and a Spicy Margarita. And that's so it's really easy for us to associate, like, when would I drink this? Well, I'm going to have a Negroni Spritz whenever I would want a Negroni. Now, a lot of people, are using non-alcoholic drinks differently, and I love to talk to people about how many different ways people are incorporating them. So 80% of people that buy non-alcoholic drinks also drink alcohol. So this is a totally inclusive conversation. I don't drink alcohol anymore by choice, just because I feel way happier and less depressed and emotionally sound, and my skin looks better. But most of my friends and family, including many people I work with at Little Saints, still do drink alcohol, and it's really important to have this be as an inclusive conversation as possible, and just realize that we can incorporate these drinks however each of us sees fit. So I've had the pleasure of doing hundreds of events. I've met thousands of people. Some people will take off a month. They'll not drink during dry January or sober October. Some people will take off a few days a week. Maybe they won't drink on the weekdays and they'll drink on the weekends. And some people, like the men in my family, will simply alternate their alcoholic drinks with non-alcoholic drinks and feel better the next day. So if you're interested in non-alcoholic drinks and you haven't tried them yet, the world is your oyster. So a little bit about me quickly. I have always, my career has been centered around my love of plants and my desire to bring people closer to plants to live happier and more joyful lives. I was an environmental attorney for Earth Justice. I was a hydroponic farmer. I ran a hydroponic basil and microgreens farm outside of Chicago. I then founded the plant-based foods brand Field and Farmer, which has beautiful salad dressings, dips, and bars throughout Whole Foods, throughout the whole country. And then I created Little Saints because it was very close to my heart. I was, like I said, I was drinking too much during the pandemic. I am like a little plant wizard in the kitchen, so I was always having like all of my supplements and all of my plant powders in the morning in my coffee, but then I was drinking alcohol at night, and I started thinking, wait a second, couldn't I make something that achieved what I desire from alcohol, which is that, like, take the edge off, relaxing feeling where I feel more present, I feel a little bit more fun. Couldn't I make that with plants, with plant ingredients instead of alcohol, and achieve that same experience? So Little Saints has a really unique plant blend in it that gives us that take the edge off feeling. So it has 3 key ingredients which are functional and gives us that take the edge off feeling. That is reishi mushroom, CBD from hemp, non-intoxicating, and terpenes. So reishi mushroom is a mushroom made popular by Chinese medicine. It's called the longevity mushroom in Chinese medicine because it is good for immunity and brain health, and it also like helps relax us. CBD, the CBD that we use is made from hemp. It is a non-intoxicating form of hemp, and many people use CBD for relaxation and for sleep. And Little Saints uses our blend of CBD and reishi mushroom really to give you that take the edge off feeling. The way that our neuroscientist advisor says is that CBD and reishi mushroom help put us directly into our parasympathetic nervous system. That is the like rest and digest, which is the opposite of our sympathetic nervous system, which is like stress and anxiety, and you know the nervous system state that generally makes us like lean towards a cocktail. And so the CBD and the reishi mushroom are putting us into our parasympathetic nervous system, giving us that like feeling. And then terpenes are a lesser known ingredient, but so much fun. They are the smell molecules that lift our mood. So when we walk into a forest and smell pine and think, oh my gosh, I feel so good, that's actually the little terpene molecules getting absorbed into our systems. And we put terpenes into Little Saints because of how important smell is for our alcohol experience. So one of the reasons that we drink alcohol subconsciously is because we associate the smell of, say, a good great glass of wine with the positive experience we had the last time we drank it, either with the friends we were at, or maybe we loved the restaurant we were in. So the next time we smell that wine, we're brought back to that place and it's uplifting. So we put terpenes, which are just pleasant smell molecules, back into the Little Saints drinks to also give us that experience. And one thing I haven't mentioned that is very important, which is that Little Saints are sugar-free. A lot of the non-alcoholic drinks out there, although they're like beautifully crafted, a lot of them have a lot of sugar in them. And so if you're trying to give up alcohol for health reasons, you don't want to drink 15 or 20 grams of sugar in your non-alcoholic drink. So Little Saints have 0 grams of sugar and just 5 calories, and that's the 5 calories are just purely from the plant extracts in the Little Saints. And so they are really like a great alternative to alcohol because they are going to give you that relaxed feeling. They are sugar-free, so you can drink as many as you want, and they have very little side effects. These no side effects, but the one thing that I do need to mention is that there's an FDA disclaimer related to CBD. CBD is not recommended for use by pregnant or nursing women or children.